Hello and welcome to Building Redwall, a series of videos about creating this iconic building from the Redwall series of books by Brian Jacques. This is week 7 and Redwall Abbey is coming along pretty nicely. Just wanted to show off what I've been working on this past week. I know it's not much of a dramatic change, but still, it's a bit of work. So, I don't know if you can tell, but I changed the buttresses on the exterior of this building, Building 2, which meant, of course, I had to tear apart pretty much all the walls to get to the buttresses and tweak things, which was good, though. I think it's got a better look now. Over here, Building 3, this is where a lot of my work's been going on, though. Finally got those columns finished with the archway, or arches. I think that's coming along pretty well. And then over on this side, not a whole lot has changed, but, you know, this is, this is where the main tower connects to the Great Hall. And of course the Great Hall is that building over there. I guess you could call it Building 1. Finally put in some stairs to lead to the second story here in this entryway. Down there you can see the frame for my rose window that I'll actually put in later on in this video. Let me just show you how the rose window frame is supposed to work. Just kind of want to set it over here, kind of right above the entryway, just because I wanted something unique, something special, eye-catching here in the entrance. So I thought a rose window, because those are in just about every cathedral. Not sure when I'll be getting the proper windows for these. These windows are just placeholders for now. Again, I placed an order and hopefully it comes in soon, so that I can finally finish this wall, because, my placeholder windows I don't really like. But yeah, so again, I mentioned earlier I reworked these buttresses. Kind of wanted to give them more of a gradual slope all the way around, where they start off wider and eventually get thinner as they go up. Over here, you could also see another thing I'm really proud of. It's a small detail, but I really like it. I added some greenery over to that tower. Not complicated, but I think it adds a lot to the MOC. Slowly making progress on finishing this building. I don't know why it's so hard for me to find the motivation, but over here, I'll talk about my plans for this area again. I kind of want to put a roof right about here. Originally, this was going to be a second story that would connect here, and the second story would be an infirmary. But I'm kind of running out of bricks and money, so I'll probably just put in maybe a roof and at some point add a second story later. But yeah, the plan for this corridor is also to just put a roof in right about there. Never really wanted to have a second story on that corridor. But yeah, this is where things are coming along. I'm still going to build a nice big tower over here for the entrance to fit that rose window. Probably be 2 stories, even if that staircase goes nowhere. Finally put in the window panes on this tower. It was kind of a pain in the butt. Just another look here at the corridor. Thinking this is probably where I'm going to try and squeeze in the tapestry of Martin the Warrior. More on that later. Here is the door to the courtyard area, brick-built door. I'll open it a couple times. Swing, swing. But yeah, so again, this is how things are coming along. You can see all of my mess back there. See another angle of these arches and columns for this building. I think it was good to break things up and add some new visual texture to the building itself. Here we are on the dormitory floor. So I've got kind of a headache, this connection point right here. So that tower obviously connects to the Great Hall and it doesn't go anywhere. But over here I wanted to put in a roof that would be modular and come off. And so I'm not really sure how I'm going to make this connection point where this tower that's in between both the buildings will go up but still be able to take the roof off of the second floor. Got to figure that out somehow. But yeah, I'm going to start laying some tiles so that I can then start working on the roof for the dormitories. And yeah, somehow figure out how this connection's going to go and how high up I want this tower to be. This is kind of the bell tower over here. At least that was my original plan. We'll see how things change, or if they do. But yeah, I think there are so many cool angles to Redwall, so many nice shots. You can see the very messy dorms. Not a whole lot has changed in there. And I did finally do some connection points here to make the buttresses go all the way up. Obviously, they separate. The second floor comes off. It's modular, but I finally filled in the gaps and made those buttresses almost one continuous column going all the way up. Like I mentioned, I added some gradation with some slopes here to kind of make it wider at the bottom. So, you know, from an architecture standpoint or stand of view, it would need to be thicker to hold all the weight of the building on top of it. But yeah, I think it's been a bit of a learning curve. I know I mentioned earlier that I'm literally making this up as I go along, and so it's just been interesting to figure out like how these connection points will work and how this building will come together, and then revise and change as I go. But yeah, I think right now I'm going to jump in and make a rose window real quick and just kind of show you what that's going to look like. Okay, here is my completed rose window. Finally got that done. I know it doesn't really look like a rose. At least that's what my wife says. But I think it's a good Lego interpretation of a circular stained glass window. I really wish I could do more, but obviously that would require some advanced building techniques. But I think it still looks nice. Let me show you the frame. Obviously I've got those tiles on the top, and let me see if I can take this apart one-handed. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just put it back for now. But right here I've got these special pieces. Ordered them online. They are studs on both sides. That way I can, and it's one plate thick. So that way I can connect these things and not have to worry about how it'll work. They're really nice. Obviously they aren't Lego. Secret's out that actually quite a bit of this MOC is not Lego. Hopefully you all won't crucify me, but yeah, let me try and get this frame back together one-handed. Alrighty, there we go. Now I'll clip it back on. Smush it in nice and well. And yeah, that is my rose window. I think it adds a lot of character to the MOC, and now I just got to build up this tower to fit where the rose window is going to go. And yeah. So again, this is where Redwall's at. Made a little bit of progress from last week, not a whole lot, but things will come along. And that's it for now. I'll see you next week.
Yeah.